Show you how to pad your hip. So the first thing you're going to do is draw out a pattern without adding any allowance. So this pattern does not have any allowance. So this is my waist measurement divided by 4. This is my hip measurement divided by 4, and on this down part, so this is the knee part. So let me write knee. So on this knee part here, it is just my hip measurement, and I came in by 1.5. So my hip measurement, and I came in by 1.5, and this is my waist measurement, and this is the hip measurement. So you notice I have 2 lines here. It is just because from here to here is 9 and 10. I just don't want to have that sharp effect, so that is why I have these 2 lines there. So I'm going to cut this out. So make sure you label your pattern. So I'm going to label this as up and down. So guys, after we're done cutting this, so the next thing we're going to do is, so this is our waist area. So on this waist area, I'm going to be coming down by 1.5 inches, so which I'm going to have to mark out here. Then on the knee part, that's the down part, I'm going to be going up by 2 inches as well, which I'm going to have to mark. Then this is our hip line. So on this hip line, I'm just going to go in by 5 inches. So I'm just going to try to curve this into this and into the down part. So and just use your free hand. So now you can label this as up and front, then this one down and front. Please make sure you label this well. So for the back part, the first thing you're going to go in is that by this part, you're just going to go in by 1 inches. So on this part here, you go in by 1 inches. Then after you're done doing that, then you measure 13 inches from your waist. So this is the waist line. From the waistline, you measure 13 inches. So this 13 inches is going to be where your butt is going to be starting from. So this is more like under your butt, this 13 inches. So from this 13 inches, now what you are going to do now is connect from this point to this point here, and from this point you connect it to this point. So you can use your free hand. So this is going to be for the back part. So the first one we cut out is for the front. So you can see the way I am just using my free hand. So I'm trying to connect it such that, so this is our 13 point note. So I'm just going to connect it into our first initial front line. So I hope you understand. So you can see the way I just connected it in. So now this is for our back. This is for our back, and this is the upper part, and this is the down part. So I hope you understand. So this is how to draft out for both the front hip padding and the back hip padding. So I'm going to cut this out. I'll cut out the back first, then we'll cut out the front as well. So let me cut this out. So guys, when you are cutting this out, you cut out the back part alone first, so that we can use it to cut out the back part first. Then we trace out the front part as well. Then we cut out the foam for the front part. So when you are getting your foam, this foam is 1/2 inches foam. So it means that by the time you are done sewing on your dress, it means that you added at least 2 inches, since it's 1/2 inches in 4 places. So I hope you understand. So I'm gonna have to cut out for both the back now and the front. So this is what you should have after you're done. And please make sure that even on your foam pattern, you label properly. You label in a way that you will see what you label before you sew. Then after doing all of that, then you begin to pluck, like you begin to shape the edges of all of your patterns in a way that is going to be very smooth, so that it can lie on your dress properly, so you can see the finished look for the 4 parts now. And this is going to take a whole lot of time for you to do. So you take your time to make sure that you trim out all of the edges for both the front and the back. Then the next thing we are going to do, after you're done trimming all of the edges for the front, then you're going to use your hairstay to just wrap all of the pieces. So I'm just going to use hairstay, iron it out and wrap all of my pieces. So once you're done wrapping the 4 parts with your hairstay, this is what it should look like. So, and you can see that I properly labeled it even on the hairstay. Then the next thing to do is just to join the sides together. So you can see the way I'm placing both the front and the back together. So we'll go ahead to sew on this now for the 4 parts. So after you're done sewing, this is what you should have. So you can see how neat this is looking. So the next thing you just go ahead to do is to place it on the dress you are making, and that is all for making your hip pad. So guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I'm going to be seeing you in the next one. Bye.